Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories. I have two major stories to tell you about, beginning with this one.
An incredible announcement as Sports Illustrated names Carter Bonus of Spectrum Golf Sports Kid of the Year. And here's a look at some of the reasons why.
A 10-year-old founder of a company. Meet Carter, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, if you've been following me on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, you know that's just a small portion of what Carter Bonus has been doing with Spectrum Golf Apparel and spreading his message as an autism advocate for mental health, because it was mental health and golf that gave him the confidence to start his own line of golf apparel. There's so much that you should learn about Carter. I'm so grateful that Sports Illustrated named Carter Bonus Sports Kid of the Year. I mean, what more can you ask? And this just drives my point home. You know, I tell people all the time, no one is known without the media. It's not only that Carter has done all these amazing things throughout the year, but it's the messaging. He used the media to get the message out. I mean, he could have done all these great things, but only a small portion of people would have known that had he not gone out and gotten help through the media. Obviously, Newsworthy Stories plays a big part in creating news stories about Carter, but not only creating those stories for social media, but getting him coverage in local, national, international news coverage. One of the first things that I was able to do with Carter was the first interview he ever had, he was live on the Golf Channel. That really catapulted him um, for weeks and weeks and weeks to come in the media. I mean, the pros don't get that kind of coverage. And one, because it attracted the attention of legendary Hall of Famer Ernie Els, who the following week, after the PGA show where Carter was displaying his goods, it caught his attention because his son also has autism and he has Els for Autism. It's a foundation and charter schools for autistic kids. And so we know that Carter's high on the autism spectrum scale, and which is why he calls it Spectrum Golf. So, you know, it's being in the media, it's that exposure that he received from walking alongside Ernie Els, because Ernie Els is an international figure. The Golf Channel reaches millions of people around the world. And that exposure, it just kept going and going and going. Um, you don't have to be a 10-year-old uh, who, you know, with this kind of story to get this kind of news coverage. Carter definitely has a special message which reaches people on several different levels. But every one of you has a story. I know so many people think they don't, but everyone really does. And my job is to help you identify those news stories in your life, your business, your organization, and then tell it, because it's really the media. If you have liked any of Carter's stories or shared any of Carter's stories, you played a part, you know, in Carter uh, being on the cover of this magazine because you shared his message through social media. And we cannot thank the partners, you know, all the ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox affiliate partners that help spread this message across the nation, across the world. And and we're still going. We really haven't stopped. In fact, Carter received this information about being Sports Kid of the Year while he was actually visiting in Egypt and Africa and in Dubai because Ernie Els has a golf course in Dubai. And so Carter is, and going to play golf there before heading home uh, in the coming days. And so his story continues to grow. He's already signed up for the PGA Show 2023. Make sure if you're in the area, go up there, see what this is like. If you're even thinking, if you have a product and you're even thinking about whether or not you should consider the PGA Show, let this be a testament to you. I mean, this is amazing. It gives great exposure. Carter's story, and Carter, as you know, he's genuine. So be genuine. Whatever you do, be genuine. He has a genuine message that he comes across, and he wants people to know that, because he was bullied severely, so he has a message of bullying, he has a message of autism and mental health and more. He's a good friend, invited, his friend who was his age and a golfer, to the Great Lakes Bay Invitational because it was the LPGA. He's not a female golfer. He was like, I'm going to invite my friend. So those are the kinds of things that Carter has done. Go out and get you a copy of the Sports Illustrated Kids Sports Kid of the Year. I'm sure that there will be events coming up where you'll get to meet with Carter and have him sign your book. But what's also exciting is Sports Illustrated is also going to do a video story. They interviewed him and the people closest to him, like Coach Corey Henry, who took it upon himself to teach Carter how to play golf. And really, he is such a quiet soul, but his impact is monumental. And of course, his family, Dr. Tenney, his mother, Dr. Thelma Tenney, and his father, Eddie Tenney, just have his back, have his support. He has a great support team, his family, all the people of the Healing Arts Institute of South Florida, which was created in Carter's honor because it was mental health services, because Healing Arts Institute of South Florida offers no-cost mental health services. And so he's an advocate for so many things. And you really want to read about him, be inspired by him, but do what he did. Do what he did. Don't just look at his story and be inspired by it. Look what he did through the media, because that will help propel your business. If you have questions, reach out to me. Go to my website, Newsworthy Story. It's running across the bottom, newsworthystory.com. I'm Newsworthy Stories, but my website is newsworthystory.com. Call me, ask me some questions, and I'll be happy to share, whatever information I can offer you. I also do workshops and whatnot, but take a note out of Carter's book. He uses social media, and now he's, and primarily, I use an iPad to shoot his stories. His mom and dad, well, his dad has a really nice camera, but his mom uses, her phone. This is doable. And that is what I want you to understand about what you're seeing. Carter is Sports Kid of the Year because of his accomplishments, but he's Sports Kid of the Year because we were able to get that messaging out. And I just don't want you to miss that.
Being Sports Illustrated Kid of the Year is the best thing I could ever imagine.
How did you feel when you first found out you were Sports Illustrated Sports Kid of the Year?
When I first found out I was Sports Illustrated Kid of the Year, I was shocked and happier than you could ever believe.
And what do you have to say to everybody?
Just whoever helped me along the way, I just want to say thank you very much, and I really appreciate that.
Now, the other big story I wanted to share with you, Marjory Stoneman Douglas, the Eagle Regiment Marching Band, man, oh man, uh, state champions again, 2 years running and more because they have been state champs, over several years. But just being able to watch them perform this, Living Seas, it was just extraordinary. Not only did they win, but they took every category, they were, best in music, best in percussion, general effect, best in visual, color garden, and so on. And so it was just amazing to watch. And not only in this particular championship, but all year long, the Eagle Regiment have taken the top spot. Except they went to the Grand Nationals, which is in Indianapolis, and competed with 99 bands from across the country. And it's the first time in their history that they've ever done it. And they took 10th in music, which is extraordinary. I know I'm in the marching band, this part of my life. And so watching them take these titles, but you have to understand the work ethic that they put in. They're under the care of, Steve Rivero. He is the music director there, and his sons, really. It's a family business, really. He has sons and, in the marching band. He has sons teaching in the marching band. But they love music. And it was actually his son that urged him, this year. He says, you've done state, year after year. He says, Dad, you really need to go for the Grand National. And man, it was just extraordinary to watch. I get emotional because I know how much time that these kids put in. And it was just great to watch. I particularly like this, performance. So I wanted to let you listen to a little bit of it. And then I want you to understand also that their excellence has opened doors for them. So they are also going to get a chance to go and perform in London on New Year's Day. And, this is a special honor for them. And when London came to invite them, I actually covered that story. And I want to share that story with you first. And then we'll hear a little bit from not only the Eagle Regiment, but also some of the other bands that were competing there. Take a listen.
A resounding round of applause going out for Marjory Stoneman Douglas's marching band, the Eagle Regiment. Dignitaries from London came in person to invite the band to perform in London's New Year's Day parade in 2023. The honor happening just days after the band won the state championship in their division. A film crew was also flown in from London to record the band playing its championship piece, Tres Opulent.
We are filming the Eagle Regiment Marching Band, kind of like a prelude to when we go to London, January 1st, 2023, to be a part of the London New Year's Day Parade. So this January 1st, 2022, they're going to play this production that they just filmed today, letting the folks know around the world that the Stoneman Douglas Eagle Regiment Marching Band will be participating in the New Year's Day Parade in London in 2023.
Well, we're here today to present the invitation for the Stoneman Douglas Marching Band to come to London to perform live on the streets of the city of Westminster in the 2023 New Year's Day Parade.
It's just an enormous pleasure to present this invitation to you. So I'll read the invitation. It says, the founders and patrons of London's New Year's Day Parade and Festival, the greatest event in the greatest city in the world, take enormous pleasure in extending an invitation to Stoneman Douglas Eagle Regiment Marching Band to travel to London to star in the 2022-23 edition of this exclusive and prestigious world-famous event.
The principal of Marjory Stoneman Douglas, Michelle Keffert, was issued a beautiful gift from Buckingham Palace, and as custom would have it, an umbrella was given to a student to ward off rainy days. But what was really fun to watch was the kids practicing their British accents with the film crew from London.
Oh, there you go. Yes, you're doing well with that. Who else has got one?
I would love to try some beautiful tea and some little sandwiches and have a nice tea party. Please join me for my tea party. Thank you.
The first thing they can expect is a phenomenal welcome. They will be amazed just how popular they are in London and just how warmly they'll be received. You see, they'll almost certainly be going around in Stoneman Douglas band jackets wherever they go, and they'll probably have a backpack on that we'll give them, which is from London's New Year's Day Parade. So everybody, everywhere they go, will know that they are taking part in the great event on New Year's Day.
But this exquisite honor also comes with a price.
I'll tell you, these kids, all of them deserve a chance to go and march on that great stage in London. And it comes with a pretty big penny. Each student's going to have to pay about $3,700 for our week in London. It's going to be a touring week as well. We're going to play in that parade and possibly play at another venue, but the kids are going to get a chance to really experience some great culture touring London. So if anybody out there can assist, we got several kids that would love to go that I'm sure they're kind of questioning that big amount that's going to cost them to be a part of it. So we'd love to have the support.
So as I mentioned, the Eagle Regiment, they won the state this year, but not only are they going to London, but next year they've been invited to march in the Macy's Day Parade. So almost a year from now, if you're looking to support young people who are working hard, support the Eagle Regiment. Support them. If you're in New York and you can support them when they're there, support them. We have so many New Yorkers in South Florida. Everyone couldn't go to London because that price tag is astronomical. But we really should make sure that everyone in the Eagle Regiment gets to play in the Macy's Day Parade. They work so hard, and all year long, they have been champions. And it would be such an honor if we came behind them and supported them in a way that they're not even expecting. They don't even know I'm asking this. And so for me, it would be just such a surprise because when I go there, I'm just like, look at this. The music is so clear, it's concise. They work. And if you're going to support somebody, support someone who is striving for excellence, because we need that today. We have lost excellence through this pandemic, but the Eagle Regiment has not. They really haven't. And Carter Bonus has not, right? This young man striving, young people striving. And I just want you to have an opportunity. First of all, I want you to know about him, right? Because I'm the media, right? So through the media, share it on social media. Let your friends know what I'm talking about here. And let's do something special for the Eagle Regiment so that every one of them can go to the Macy's Day Parade and perform and experience New York. Thanks so much for watching Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. We'll see you again next time.